Hello, Jennifer from Aster and Anne with you today, and today we are going to be embellishing one of our Amalia backpacks. Now, I love our Amalia backpack for a number of reasons, but I'll show you the real reason why when I open it up. So just open this up. Okay, here is all of our goodies. So I'll show you. So our Amalia backpack comes with our front and back piece, all in one nice long piece. It has the eyelets or grommets already punched in. We have a front pocket which gets stitched on, and our side gussets here. The exciting bit is our strap attachment, which comes in this all-in-one piece, which really makes finishing your backpack super easy. We'll be stitching this on here later and then stitching on the straps, and we have all the other things that you need to finish it. We have the tie that will go through the front, our cord ends, and of course some pins and some needles. So that's what we get with our backpack. And I have decided to embellish it today. I'm inspired by a pattern in this book called Feathers and Fur by Kim Rado. If you've never seen some of Kim's quilts, you should check them out because they are just amazing. And the one that the pattern I'm going to use, or I'm inspired by, is this cat design here. And there's these cute 5 little cats there. This has obviously been put onto a quilt. And here is another version of it. In this book she has the pattern, so I've taken a copy of the pattern and I am going to cut out my cats so that we can get ready to cut some out in some fabric. Right, so I have actually taken a couple of copies of that pattern, and I have cut out my little pieces. Thank you, Kim. And I have opted to use a whole bunch of Tula Pink fabrics. I really like using a lot of her, the spots and the stripes and that kind of thing, because you can actually do some really funky fun things with them. So that's what I'm looking at using today. I've just got 3 of the spots right here, but we'll just cut one out. Because we're appliquing on the top, on the front, so it's going to go, you know, like that. I'm going to flip over, and I'm also going to flip over my template because that way then I know it's going to be around the right way. And really simple, just trace around. I have put a repositionable stabilizer onto the back of my fabric. I really like using repositionable ones because it means that we can pop our appliques wherever we want them to go, or we can put it on if we don't like it. We can pick them up and move it somewhere else. So a little trace around, and then obviously we just cut those out and just have fun choosing your fabrics. I think I'm going to put the 5 cats on the front pocket, and I'm thinking I'll do a couple of them on the sides as well. I really like embellishing, if not all 4 sides, but at least all 3 sides. So that's kind of my plan, is I'll choose the 4 fabrics to put on the front and cut a couple of extras to do on the sides. Okay, so I've cut out some little kitty cats, and I've just placed the first one on. So my next one I want to put on is this one, and with the repositionable stabilizers you just score the back just like that, peel away the paper, and now we're just going to pop this one on. You need to come up with names for these little kitty cats. So you can see I've got this really nice assortment of Tula Pink fabrics, but you could do them in lots of different things. Like more realistic cats, I guess, if you wanted to, or some black and white ones would be a lot of fun. We're going to need to embellish these ones first before we put the other ones on top. I'm going to get out the machine and we will start having some fun. Alright, all ready to go with my stitching. I've decided to use this accent thread by WonderFil. It is ACM 40, and I think these colours that are in here are just going to tie in nicely with the Tula Pink fabrics that I've chosen. So I'm going to thread the machine, and I'm also using a Top Stitch 90 needle. I think I'll start off with blanket stitch just because it is my favourite. Just lift the foot up a little bit, so we are just curving around there, kind of following the curve of the pocket. Okay, I've sitting here with my little kitty cats, and I think they're looking kind of cute. I've had a little rummage around to see what fabrics I've got that I can turn into some funky eyes. I've just had one little play. I'm thinking I might put the green here. So all I'm doing is I've got a little circle, a few little circles here, little templates. So we'll just do a little circle and cut those out. I don't think we need to be super particular about how good they are, because yeah, they're cat's eyes and we want them to be a little on the funky side. Ooh, maybe we might do this black in the center, so we'll have a look and see what that looks like. I think this is where, yeah, we can have a little fun. I'm going to use a thread that is called Flash. It is reflective, so that when you take a photo or you're out at night time and you're using your backpack, this is going to reflect. So I kind of thought that would be really cute to use around the eyes. I'm going to do the triple stitch as well here, because I really want to have a bit of a build up of this thread so that it will be, you know, reflective. Okay, there is our eyes done. Looking kind of funky. Oh, not forgetting, I have this package of Tabby Road ribbons from Renaissance Ribbons, which is super exciting. It's like, yay, perfect time to have to go with our cats here. So I want to incorporate some of this trim or braid ribbon onto our backpack. Look at these, so they're so cute with these cans of cat food. I think I would like to stitch some across the top up here, and also thinking that I would like to put some around this little guy here. Okay, so I've popped a little bit of the repositionable stabilizer underneath my braid here, or ribbon, and as you can see, I've done this, I popped a little bell on some of this braid here. And again, I've just done a little bit of the repositionable stabilizer under there just to hold that in place, and we'll stitch that down as well. I like to do that because when we're stitching it on, The repositionable product, if it's double-sided, will just stop the ends from being a little bit fray and moving out and all that kind of thing. I am going to stitch it on with a blanket stitch though, with still using the reflective thread, because I want that thread to stand out. Okay, and there is the front pocket of our Amalia backpack done. Okay, I have done another one of our side panels, and you can see here I kind of got a little carried away. I did my blanket stitch everywhere and did a little bit of a decorative stitch in the stripes of this one, which is kind of something that I want to do. But I've decided, like looking at the package of ribbons, that I want to put some of these cans of cat food. So as I mentioned before, it's kind of good using the repositionable stabilizer so that it holds the ends of the ribbon in together. Okay, super cute. Very happy with that. Also been thinking too, as I've been doing this, that we need to give these guys some noses. Thinking just a little upside down umbrella. I'm going to do my other favorite, the triple stitch, and I think what I'll do is I'm going to start on one side, go up and come back down and finish there. So the center of the nose will have a double dip, if you like. So here we are. I have done all of my pieces. So two side panels, those, my front, and I kind of went a little more on the back just because once I get started I can't help myself. So I'm calling in the feral cat on the back. So we need to stitch on the front pocket, and in your instructions it does tell you where to stitch it, but I just want to show you another little guide. So a good way to look at it is the top pieces where they're going to the side gusset stitching to the front, and we have a look at where we get down to the curve here, and then I have the bottom of my pocket there. So I'm sticking with using the flash thread to stitch on my pocket, because I'm kind of thinking, you know, if we've got a little bit of reflective, why not go all out reflective, huh? So with that in mind, I think I'm going to do the triple stitch, just because it does show up nicely. So we'll quickly stitch that on. Okay, one pocket on, and again, you know, the ideas that just kind of come to you as you're stitching away. I think I want to give this little guy a tail. I have this Starry Night Dazzle, which is by Kim Rado, and wondering about maybe doing a little bit of couching and creating a tail. I don't have a couching foot with me, so it would be a little interesting, but we could give it a go. Let's have a try. If you've never done couching before, it's where you just lay the thread down and you're stitching over the top of it. Yeah. So I'm going to cut these. And I'm going to do a little knot. So that's going to be my little kitty cat's tail bottom of this tail, so somewhere maybe around about there, and we're just going to zigzag this on, so you know, fingers crossed this is going to work. So Kim Rado from Starry Night Hollow has, as you can see, this beautiful thread, which is a variegated rayon with a strand of metallic through it, and It really is quite special. I love using it in my handwork because it just gives an added bit of blinginess. And that little tail. So I might leave maybe a little bit of fluffiness there. Yeah, that's okay. That's not bad for a little tail on the fly. There we go. Okay, our strap attachment, all in one piece like this. All in one piece like this, which is pretty amazing. And the thing that we need to do is stitch it on. So again, as with all of our hardware, it does come with pre-punched holes. I'm not going to sew this on by hand, I'm going to do it by the machine. If you can work it out and get the stitch length correct, then you can go in all of the holes. Okay, so now it's just time to stitch on the bottom part of our strap attachment. And a good way to check that again is just by lining up our side gusset piece. And we can see I've already got the braid in there. So I'm actually going to bring this up a little bit higher. And we have these pieces, leather pieces, to stitch on over the top as well, but I'm going to stitch it on first, just a little bit. But now that I've double checked it, I'm going to go higher. So I think we will go in the middle of the braid, and I'll just do a little rough stitch around just to hold it on. Now I don't want to be too close to the edge because we do still need to stitch our side in. So I'm going to go here. And I'll keep our stray cat, his tail out of the way. We're really just sort of basting that on there. So now that I've got that on, I'm going to pop this over the top, and that just keeps it all nice and neat. Okay, so that was quick, huh? Quick popping on our strap attachment there. And now just the fun final little bit to do is to sew in our side gussets. I like to stitch the body onto the side panels. So we'll pin this on and I'll show you. So the reason why we put the body onto the side gussets is that we can scrunch up the body pieces and maneuver them around onto the gusset. Alright, that's it. We're good to start stitching together. So I'll get the machine back and we will stitch it into place. I like to do one side first and then come back and pin the second. So just using a three length in stitch and just a straight stitch. Like, what a surprise. So just a regular straight stitch, and we will put this one together. Okay, here we go. This is the final finishing touches now, and it's looking super cute. I'm really happy with this. So we grab our cord, and it's so easy to finish off. We're just threading through the grommets or eyelets. Wriggle it through. See, now we got our little pocket in the front. You know, using the felt, this is really lovely for like glasses and things. You can pop them in there and they're not going to get scratched or anything like that. But there we have it. Our super cute embellished cats. I have to say I love the stray. I really love the stray on the back. Love the addition that we've done with the braids or ribbons, looking really cute. So yep, Renaissance ribbons, the Tabby Road, which is really, really cute. And there are a ton of other things that you can do to embellish our Amalia backpack. This is just one other way that I have done it, where I have done some stenciling in the background. And as you can see, I like to embellish every surface. And this one, I've just popped some little people around there and done that. But there are a ton of other things that you can do. So for more inspiration, you can go to Astronan on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Check us out. And if you have really liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and always get in touch if you need any more info. And thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.